Hey everyone, it's Clarke here, and I have another process video here for you today for the Scrapbook Nerd online store. And I'm going to be working today in this really gorgeous Carpe Diem Traveler's Notebook. And I picked up a couple of these inserts from the store, and I just really love them. I love the size. It's a little bit bigger than the Midori notebooks, and one of these in the pack comes with lines and the other comes with the graph paper. So I just really like this. Now I'm going to be using the Simple Stories Beautiful collection, and I'm going to show you the bits and pieces from that collection that I picked up from Scrapbook Nerd. I got the ephemera pack. I think it's called the Bits and Pieces pack or something like that, but it is part of the Beautiful collection. And I just love the colors in this collection. They're just kind of like a really pretty pale green and a pale pink with the black and gray accents and gold, and love it. It's gorgeous. And this little Bits and Pieces pack is right full of all kinds of die cuts that you can use. There's little tags and all kinds of things. There's hearts and stars and little sentiment and phrase pieces and florals. It's gorgeous. And so I'm just sorting through it to look for some things that I think I might want to use. I also just really love the gold foil accents in here as well. So pretty. And I knew that I wanted to use the gold foil detail as well on this layout. So I've just set some aside that I want to use. Now I also picked up the cardstock stickers from the collection, which are also really gorgeous. If you've worked with any of the Simple Stories products before, you know that they have a lot of really great bits and pieces and things, stickers and whatnot that you can use to go along with the papers, and they all coordinate so nicely, and actually a really good price point is what I've always noticed about the Simple Stories products. Now this is a sticker sheet that you get in the 12 by 12 collection, and one thing that's a signature of those is the little phrase stickers that you get on that sheet, which I love. And you can see all of these gorgeous papers in the 12 by 12 collection here. I'm just going to go through them really quickly and show you just how gorgeous they are. Both the A and B side of the papers are so pretty, and you can see all of that lovely gold foil detail throughout the collection. So pretty. I love that one. It's kind of got a distress look to it, so it's got a little bit of text. And the florals are just so pretty, just so soft and lovely. I actually can see using this as well for some of Bailey's wedding pictures also. Well, not until July, but anyways, in the future. So this is gorgeous. So I really wanted to use bits and pieces of this today for my project. So I'm going to start out here by using this cut apart sheet, and I really liked that one piece that's on here. I don't actually end up using it. It doesn't make the layout, but I tried to use it. And if you do project life, or I mean, these bits and pieces also are great for any kind of scrapbooking project that you're working on. These cut apart sheets are amazing, because in a very short order, you've got some gorgeous pieces that you can use in about a million different ways. So they're really versatile, I find. So I was going to use that behind my photograph, but then I changed the original plan and I decided to back the whole layout or cover my pages with this pattern paper. And then I just found that the 4 by 6 card there that was on the cut apart behind the photo there just kind of got lost on this background, so I decided to change it up. It's so pretty with that gold foil in it. I wanted to use it in a place where it's really going to be shown off. So you can see it just kind of disappears a little bit with that pattern paper. So I'm going to switch that up here a little bit. I'm going to map my photograph of Bailey here in just some plain black cardstock and just size that down a little bit here. And I will get that all straightened out once I get it trimmed up a little bit. I'll just peel it off and make sure I have it on there straight. And you'll see me very soon here covering the other side of the layout, the left side, with that same circle pattern paper. So I'm just kind of thinking about it. I'm looking at it and trying to decide what I want to do. So I did decide to eventually use a part of a doily on this layout, but I don't use this little guy here that I'm showing you right now. I end up using a larger one and only part of it. So you can see that I've got the other side covered with that paper now. And I just wanted to go into my stash and grab some washi tape with a little bit of gold accents on it And I'm going to use some washi tape in a couple of places on this layout. So I really like how that looks. And I've decided now that I want to use a little bit of distressed paper chunks on either side of my photograph there. So I'm just going to tear up some bits and pieces, and I'm going to use some of the manufacturing strips on the papers as well. And just because I didn't want to cut into a whole big large piece of paper. One thing that I didn't get with this collection was the 6x6 pad, and I normally do, but I kind of forgot about it actually when I was ordering this. So that's something that you can think about. 6x6 pads are just the best. You can use them for your mats and for making cards and all kinds of parts of your process. So I just tried to use the little manufacturing strips here for this part here, because otherwise they get chucked out and you might as well use them, right? So I'm just taking some of those coordinating colors and just adding them into the side. I just like how they add just a little bit of interest and detail to that photo mat. I'm just going to tear a little bit off using my ruler, and this piece proves to be a little bit more difficult just because it's so small. So I'll struggle with that a little bit here, and then I actually will end up just getting it started with my fingers and then going in with my ruler again and tearing that strip off just to create that rough edge. And when I'm all finished, I really like how that looks. Now I'm going to take this half of a doily, and I am going to stick that down using that same washi tape, which has just a little tiny gold polka dot in it. So you could use whatever, it wouldn't matter. I liked the gold accents there. So I ran that gold washi tape down the center, and now I've got my my doily all kind of stuck down there. I'm going to start working on putting down some of these die cuts. So you can just see I'm going into the die cuts that I picked. I also went into the Hazelwood from One Canoe 2 die cut pack as well, to find some of the little bits and pieces there as well, because they coordinate, the colors of that collection coordinate nicely with this beautiful collection. And I really like the butterflies. I wanted to add a few other little details here as well. So you can see now I'm just going onto that sticker sheet. I grabbed that little tab, that little file tab I'm going to put above the photograph, and I also grabbed a couple of little sentiments. I'm going to use one in that bottom corner, and then I'll put one up at the top in a few minutes here that just has XOXOXO on it. And this is just really some simple basic layering to jazz up the layout. I'm going to take some enamel dots and add them in a couple of places in some very light pink, and also I'm going to grab a couple of gold sequins and do some embellishing with some gold sequins as well. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep adding a few little bits and pieces here from the die cuts. And I've got a little cluster up at the top there where the word love is, and then you'll just see me add one of those little butterflies up there as well. And so I just love those butterflies, are so cute, and I will trim that one off up at the top there. So I've got another one of those light pink enamel dots up there as well. And there's that little XOXO sticker that I'm going to put up there. And then I'm just going to create my journaling using my computer. So I just took some vanilla or cream colored cardstock, and I typed up my journaling on my computer, and then I just printed it and cut it into strips. Now I'm just going to take some liquid adhesive, and I'm going to just glue my journaling on over to the side there with these strips. And I'm just documenting a little bit here about our summer. We spent a lot of time this summer talking about the wedding and doing some things to prepare and so on. And Bailey was getting ready for the engagement photos, and there's a lot to do. I'm just saying, if you haven't been through a wedding recently, things have changed. When I got married in 1987, it was a lot different than it is now. So yeah, it's just been really fun. We've been just, looking on Pinterest, getting stuff pinned and getting ready. So it was a great summer. I loved it. And it's going to be a lot of fun finishing up our planning. Thanks so much for stopping by today, guys, and I will leave a link below for the online store Scrapbook Nerd, and you can go over to the blog and check out some links to the supplies that I used for this layout. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you another time. Bye-bye.